Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J and Professor Spikes. We're live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is raining. It's raining.
Very rainy, very wet.
Is it raining on Wall and Broad? The Bears.
The Bears.
The Chicago, is that the Chicago Bears?
It's the Berkeley Bears.
I actually just watched that SNL this morning.
Bears? How about the Goldilocks Bears?
The Berkeley Golden Bears.
It's the market Bears.
Oh, the market Bears. That's right. It was the Bear Giant last time.
Boo!
We need this show to have an antagonist sometime.
You're right.
It's going to become combative.
Dr. J is bullish.
Are you bullish? Short term or overall?
Overall, I think we end the year stronger than we began the year. And considering the sell-off, that's bullish.
Okay.
Bullish. Tom is with us today. And somehow we made it through Friday, right, Tom?
Long week.
We made it through Friday. Long week, says Tom.
Yeah.
It has been a long week with a lot of ups and downs. The VIX is hovering about 25, I think. Is that the morning when I looked?
Yeah.
So
we should chart that. We should chart the VIX.
It definitely reflects the topsy-turvy nature of this week, the VIX.
But yeah, the only problem with the VIX is it's not a real true volatility play.
It's a good proxy, though. It's a good proxy.
It's the only proxy we have.
To a certain extent, it's volatility, but the better name is the fear index, and I think
the short on the market.
Well, yeah. I think VIX is easy to chart. That's why I like it. It's a good way to pick up patterns.
Yeah, and you have certain key numbers that you look at. Was it 27 is one of your key numbers?
I think it was I have a few. I have 21, and then I think it's like 2650. Yeah, so 27, and then 3150 is where it gets real.
Yeah. Above 30, then it's head for the hills.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a fun one to chart.
Yeah,
you made your good money buying puts on the VIX when you felt the market was coming back.
Yeah. And I just used UVXY. I mean, it's all, they have derivatives of the VIX all over the place.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna get some coffee. I'll be back in 1 sec.
So what were the requests? The two requests were FOBM, Fluidyne, and AVPO. I wrote AVCO by mistake, right?
APVO is what.
APVO. All
right, so we'll get to that. I wanted to.
There is an AVCO, and I looked that one over, and that's a very interesting little company. So maybe we'll show that too.
Isn't it funny how we make more money in our stock adjacents?
I think the mistake that I've made might be a good little stock. AVCO.
We'll take a look at it then. I'll write it down.
APVO, and I charted AVCO, and it looked pretty interesting. So we'll try both.
Making money through dyslexia.
Any four letters. Just give me any four letters. That's not a problem. I'm in a good mood today because of Amazon, but I would have been in a better mood had I pressed the button on my call trade, which I had set up for the 3,000 strike yesterday for the 418s. I wasn't going to go for 1 day. I was going to go a week out.
Yeah. I thought about it too, and I blew it. I didn't do it either.
Oh, I had the trade set up. All I had to do is
Because what I kept looking at is I'm like, Amazon's down 7% today. Like they're just messing with us. They're just messing.
I knew that. I knew it was going to be a
Also, I
positive.
felt very, very confident that
On the Timberland.
2701 would hold.
Yeah. But what's
Um,
funny is their earnings weren't even that good. So a big part of their earnings was just their sale of Rivian.
Yeah,
Like net income.
they made money on investment.
Yeah, so that's called, in my opinion, that's kind of cooking the books.
My problem was that in the last year, all it's been about is good news and seeing the stock go down. So I'm like,
really,
gonna have good news and it's still tanking.
Had they invested in company XYZ and lost their shirt, they would have been severely punished.
Right.
So it's not cooking the book.
The way I see it, though, when companies like Amazon and Facebook are trading 15% in a day, we're not in a bull market. We're in a weird place.
Yes.
Good point.
We are in a weird place, but Facebook is a special situation. They are reinventing themselves.
That's true. That's true.
I look at all the other social media companies. They're coming in strong, like Snap, for example. And what do you call it? Pinterest?
Pinterest. Yeah, they're doing, but the thing is, like, it's kind of misleading, right? Because they all went down 20% and then they went back up 30%. Right. It's like they just are up a little, and it's just a lot of chicanery right now. I think what I learned from the last couple of weeks is the best stock to own is Google, and it's not even close.
Google is the best tech stock.
I really think if I'm looking 5-7 years out, I think they're going to win.
I think they're winning now. They're winning hands down.
Yeah, I think it's going to continue. The way that they're taking the ad space, they really have a death grip on it.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Waymo comes out, is the first that's, let's say, universally accepted for self-driving vehicles.
I agree. Yeah, I know a lot of people that work there, and it seems like it's a cool company.
The president of Cruise left. I don't know if that's a bad omen. I think probably it is, right? Not a good omen.
Yeah.
For GM.
It's interesting. Yeah, I think in general, betting against the EV space on the whole is a good move, but not betting like on individual tickers is a good move, but not on the whole. Yeah.
Well, I mean, companies like Apple and Google that are developing self-driving vehicles, I think are going to strongly benefit from their labors, from the fruit of their labor.
I agree.
They'll both be successful, Google and Apple. And Apple, of course, will not build or manufacture cars. They don't build or manufacture iPhones, for that matter.
Right.
Just design them.
That's goes to China, so
yeah,
maybe it'll be on our next Peverly.
Yeah, so the same thing will happen with the Apple car. They will not build it, but they will design it, and it's going to be competition down the road like crazy for Tesla.
Well, still not ruling out Lucid.
No, Lucid will have a role, and so will the Fiskars of the world. These small companies that design, let's say, muscle cars or some unique portion of the market.
Well, the F-150, I'm still bullish on that, despite what Ford did today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to keep a really close eye on valuations. That's my only thing. I agree that there can be winners that maybe I'm not bullish on right now, but there's a lot of fluff.
And the Chinese companies, I just don't trust the Chinese companies.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm still languishing with NIO for the longest time.
NIO, XPEV, they have great cars, but no, China's too unpredictable. I'm not putting my money there when I could put it in America. Although you still have unpredictable things going on in America, like the Congress coming down on tech companies.
Right.
That worries me.
Oh, that's going to force if there is something called an Apple Car or an iCar, they're going to be forced to be into a partnership so that they don't monopolize on it.
Yeah. Ricky P is with us. Hey, gang.
How's it going?
Look, I want to start charting because otherwise too much time will go.
Yes,
But before we chart, let's go around the room. Super Bowl pick, 4.5 points. Rams. Are you laying the points, Stabaz, or are you taking the points?
I think the Bengals can win the game. I think the Rams will win the game, but I think the Bengals can. So I'm going to take the Bengals plus 4.5.
And Professor Spike, Rams
I'm
minus
giving points. Rams are gonna do this. It's gonna be.
We got Bears.
It's gonna be a clear win.
Professor Spike is on the other end of the bet. Lay the points. Dr. J is the tiebreaker. Take Cincinnati outright to win the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Forget the points. Take the spread.
So you probably get plus like 140 or 160. You probably get some good odds.
I didn't look, but I didn't do that the last time, even though I felt that they would upset in who did they just upset? Kansas City. I felt that they would upset Kansas City, but I didn't take them outright. I took the points.
That was an unbelievable collapse. I mean, you talk like I don't like to make sweeping statements, but Mahomes really had a chance to be a dynasty, and he completely blew it. Blew it.
The Cincinnati pass rush didn't help. They sacked him about 4 times, didn't they?
Yeah, but the way that they just took their foot off the gas when they were up 18, that's embarrassing. At home, you can't.
I'm not putting that on Mahomes.
I'm putting it. Well, yeah, I guess not fully on Mahomes, but he was doing some weird stuff, just running in circles, and yeah, it's the whole team. But I don't think Brady loses that game.
The offensive line couldn't hold the rushes. It was a battle of the line.
Yeah, but it's just.
Cincinnati is a very tough defensive team.
Yeah.
They're good enough offensively with Burrow.
I mean, the AFC is crowded. There's a lot of good young quarterbacks. I don't think it's just – I think it's going to be a lot of parity, which is good.
All right, let's just get to the charts. Amazon I tweeted it out yesterday that it was a buy on the sell-off.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of good karma on that one. A lot of people appreciated that tweet.
That's true too, Rick.
Linus Costa is going one further than me. He says the Bengals are a lock. I mean, I don't know about that, but
I don't think you can say a lock. Game. But what does help?
I think it'll be a low. I think it'll be low scoring. So how about this? Cincinnati and the under.
Yeah, I like that parlay.
The parlay.
The other thing that's crazy.
2022.
This is the second year in a row that a team is playing the Super Bowl at home.
Right.
Yeah, that's last really year weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you can't make that up. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so FLDM was a request. Now, this is a company that topped out at about $7, I think.
Nice chart. Very nice chart. I like the way it's curling up.
Okay, a little note of optimism. From 750, it's essentially gone straight down. Arjun's type of chart, straight down to a low of.
No, but look at the buy volume on the lows. That's a good
The
sign.
volume was on the low. It was very huge, 2.67. But don't forget, it turned around that day. So it made a new low, but it also formed an engulfing candle that day. You see?
Yeah. This
So
looks
this
like a
is
nice swing.
This candle here on 124 was the tip off that perhaps we're ready to run, rock and roll. So it
Yep.
went up off the engulfing, came back down. Did it go lower? 268, 267. So double bottom, and now it's going up again. I do like the action over the last 2 weeks. I will grant you that.
It's really
And
nice.
the company is an interesting company. They got rid of their CEO and they got a new guy. And I know that they were one of the companies that were in early on with the COVID testing. They wanted it. I think they did develop COVID test kits. I don't know where that took them. Probably nowhere. But they worked on it. Probably that's one of the reasons it went down, because I don't think it ever caught on in the marketplace. They do a lot of things, so many things that maybe they need to concentrate on fundamentally one or two things as opposed to like five things. It's hard to even understand everything that they do if you read a synopsis of it. But it is a high-tech company. Fundamentally, it's into a lot of good stuff, whatever it is. And the chart is looking stronger now. So if you like the fundamentals and understand them better than Dr. J, off the chart, you can definitely take a flyer here.
How about this? I'll give you a swing. You buy it now, and I give you even odds: $4 versus $3.
$4 versus $3. What's the 50 at? 367. How about
three? Yeah, how about that? That makes more sense. 370 versus $3. That's fine.
365 versus $3. What's the 9 day at? 315.
Yeah,
I think that. $3 versus 365.
Yeah, something like that
for a swing.
Because you just want it to not break that trend line you drew is nice. You just don't want it to break down.
You know, both of these candles where it made the low, it wound up finishing tremendously strong on both of those days.
Right.
So
yeah,
when it inched lower, it was really snatched up.
Yeah, to me that looks like accumulation before a move up. That's what it looks like.
It does look like that, because forget it, they wouldn't let it drop below the previous low.
Yeah. So yeah, I like.
But look at the huge volume on this big candle, where it actually tried to make a new low and finished strong, real strong. The range that day was 268 to 321. Pretty big percentage move on what was that, Monday? Yeah, Monday.
Yeah,
it's an interesting candle on Monday.
I think I'll buy some of this. I like this setup. This looks
I kind of like it myself because of the volume on those turnaround days.
Right.
And also this engulfing candle and the fact that it held, came back down and held. So you have the double bottom, you have the retest, it passed the retest, and now looks like it could be making a move. It is
FLDM. Okay, I'm gonna buy some right now. This looks good.
It is making a move. I'm gonna buy some right now too.
Nice. You want to buy some, Spike?
I'm gonna hold off. I'm spending all my money on Ford right now.
We're having an FOVM party.
Yeah, I'm looking at the options. The options are not worth playing. This, you just buy the shares.
I'm
Buy
buying
the
it.
shares.
$3, why bother?
Yeah. All right. Buy.
I bought it. I bet I bought more than you.
Yeah. I won't tell, but mine is not a big number.
I bet I bought more than you. That's all I can say. All right. Let's take a look at.
We get it. You're rich.
Let's look at the other request. APFO. I didn't do my homework on this one because I did my homework on AVCO, thinking that's what it was, but that's okay. Let's take a look at it anyway. So I don't know from the fundamentals on this one because I looked up the wrong symbol. I apologize to I forgot who requested it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah. But at least we could do is look at the chart and try to get something good to say based on the chart. The bottom is right in here at 474. Let's draw that in. All these biotech stocks have these huge falls, most of them anyway. It's been a terrible 6 months.
Those Calumet and
look at
avocado.
this candle. Look at this huge candle right here.
Wow.
Tremendous candle.
And then it just died.
High of 22, low of 8. That had to be a news-driven event that day. And look at the volume that day. The only day when that had any volume, really.
It looked like a pump and dump.
It does kind of.
Because it made new lows after that.
Yeah, it started to dump even after it made the new high, it came back down, and then it went, made new lows.
Crazy.
Yeah, it went to as high as 22 that day. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
22, and then we bottomed recently at 474. That's quite a little fall in a couple of months. About a month, probably. Couple of months, maybe. And off of this, we haven't really shown much movement. We made a high of 602. Yeah, it's moved. It's a good percentage gain. It could be that we're in a little trading range at this point. Looks like it's finding a trading range. That's how it looks, just like it did back here. Found a trading range for a few weeks and then decided to go lower. But it was in this trading range for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe. I think the same thing is happening here. I think you're going to be in a trading range for a while. If it breaks through these recent highs over the last 3 days, then that would be a good omen. Then you have the resistance at the bottom of this trading range at 721.
Yeah.
So resistance is right where we are at 602, and then it's 721. So if it breaks through this area of resistance, I think it'll test 720 area. It's got a long ways to go to get back to that $22 if it ever gets back. Again, I don't know the fundamentals, so I shouldn't talk that way. It might be a catalyst in the works that we don't know about.
Yeah, I don't think I can buy this. It's a little too uncertain.
No, what looks to me like most likely trading pattern will be between these two lines, at least for a little while longer. Most likely.
Yeah.
Again, a break of the $6, I think it tests 720. So you could get $1.20 pop
Right.
if you want to play this. If you want to play it upon a break of the recent highs. So like if it goes to 6.25, you look for 7, stop below 6. Swing trading. Because I think it could revert. You see this 3-day downward move from 720 down to the $6 level. You could see an exact mirror image of that. That's a very good possibility.
Right.
Like over the next week or so, you might just hit the $7 level. So I'm looking for a trade that would be the mirror image of the downward 3-4 days down from 720 to 6, 3-4 days up from 6 to 720 upon a break of 6. It's got to break it.
Yeah, I'll wait till I see volume.
Yeah, volume or at least a break of that resistance.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't
I
look
want to
great.
look at the one that I actually looked at, AVCO. Quite accidentally. This is a low-priced biotech that seems to be highly technical company. And I think they're in Jersey. They're into cellular CAR T technology. And I don't think that they're not clinical yet, but they do a lot of work for other companies, and they have their own preclinical work research that's going on. It looks fundamentally like a very interesting company, and technically they're an interesting thought as well, where it had this huge fall from $1.06. And we settled in off the lows. So let's throw in the lows. It's market cap is very low, under 100 million. So 67 cents would be the support area. We're trading well above that. Well, above that anyway, 78 cents. And the 9-day made a distinct move up, distinct curl up, and we're now trading above the 9-day with a solid move on Monday. Monday was an interesting day for this company where it bounced off that low. From 67 cents, it hit 84 cents and came back down. So, came back down to close at 68 cents. We're trying to get back up to that 84-cent level again, which is clearly the resistance. So the resistance is right up here at 84 cents. We take that out. You could see a nice move on this one.
It's kind of bull flagging. It's kind of bull flagging a little bit, making that pennant.
But all 4 days.
I'm basically, like you get that convergence off the high.
We have a little pennant.
Yeah, I like to see those after a move up because it did your halfway. You got halfway down, and then it started to make higher lows. That looks decent.
It does look decent. The one that I found by accident might be interesting.
I'll buy some of this.
I tell you, I was very impressed with
It is on enough swinging. You're right.
I was very impressed with the technology. The technology that they're that they're doing their research on is avant-garde technology, RNA technology, cell technology, CAR T. They're into a little bit of everything for a tiny little company. Looks like an interesting play. I know they're not in any clinical programs, but they must be making some money, doing services for other R&D companies, providing services. Interesting company. Keep an eye on this one.
I bought some just now.
You did buy some. If you bought some, I'm going to buy some.
All right, look at this.
I can't let you get away with that.
Look what Jiggy's missing.
ABCO.
I mean, if I can spend lunch money on some shares of this, why not?
I gotta buy more than
so
you.
Cheap. You definitely got more than me.
Yeah.
Well. More than you.
But I did get triple-digit shares.
Dr. J is chasing his lost dream on Amazon.
Amazon I'm already up. I'm already up on ABCO. I'm up $1. Nice. No, this chart, look, I think you're right. I think if 84 cents breaks upwards, I think you can get a really nice move.
Yep. Okay, so I'm buying everything I'm charting today. I'm in a buying mood.
Well, then look at Ford right now because I just bought back in.
I bought Amazon shares yesterday in the 2700s instead of buying the call options like I wanted to. I sold those shares in the aftermarket yesterday, and I bought them back this morning. So let's look at Amazon, see if I made a good move. I added shares, sold them, and bought those shares right back.
Nice. I like that.
I bought them back at $100 less. Oh yeah, I bought them back at 30.60, I believe. 30.60, yeah. So it was a good move selling them and buying them. I'm doing some things right. Not everything I do is wrong.
Well, if everything you did was wrong, you either have no viewers or a lot of viewers to just do puts on everything you.
I would have made 4 times my money if I just bought that damn call option. Oh well. Should have
learned.
Amazon. This is a beautiful candle today. It tried to sell off, got as low as 30.12, and came all the way back to near the highs of the day. It'd be interesting to see where this one closes. The way it's going, I suspect it's going to close even higher. It's got the Momo, 3,200 for the close, maybe. I think so. Right about 31.94 would be my guess for the close. 31.94. I think we close higher. Okay, what else did I add? You want to look at AVXL, which is one we talked about a lot.
Yeah, we might as well because Heath just mentioned it.
Okay. How you doing, Heath? How's the ice cream business in South Carolina?
Well, can we do Albo today later too?
That would be good. Actually.
We haven't done that. What? We have 3 of us. 3 of us have to make it down to Heath's ice cream in Myrtle Beach. I think it's Myrtle Beach. Heat's ice cream in Myrtle Beach. We can go down for ice cream and play some golf.
Oh, excellent.
How's your golf game, Professor Spike? You're good at golf?
Pretty hard. For me, it's like more like knock hockey.
What's your handicap?
My handicap is that I have horrible knees.
Mine's around 18 to 20.
Okay, you're a golfer.
I'm playing tomorrow. Yeah, I've been playing.
I'm just happy.
I don't have
just
enough
happy
money.
when I break 100.
Break 100. That's good.
And I'm happy.
That's a good round.
Then I'm happy.
You even
get
talking about that.
2 pars. Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy if I get off the court without being in complete utter pain. Get off the course. Yeah, Anavex is this is a play of faith.
Yeah, I'm not buying this. No way.
This one hit below the low from 2 days ago. 10.06 was a low. I thought that would hold. 10.06.
Those are some nasty sell candles. Those are real bad.
The last 2 days.
Big volume. That's what worries me.
Yeah, it's been going down on big volume. Well, today, the good news is today the volume dried up. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I'm holding through data. Hold through data. Professor Spike, I'm holding through data.
As am I.
Alzheimer's. All right. The chart doesn't look great, granted.
You want to look at Ford for me?
Ford.
Yeah, and then we can go through some of the other ones you mentioned, and then we could do Albo like Arjun asked.
Yeah, we've been trying to do Albo, but we haven't gotten around to it. We should definitely do it today because it's been really good relative to the rest of the bio-direct market.
Yeah, and I think it's actually rising for a good reason too. I can talk about that when we chart it.
Yeah.
Maybe for this buyout in the wind. How about a buyout in the wind?
Yeah, I do think it'll get bought. I don't know when. There's kind of been a lot of chop in the market, but yeah, I think
before or after Arenia.
Yeah.
What the heck happened to Ford today? Bad earnings?
Now, Ford announced good news, except that they again were tepid about upcoming sales because of supply chain issues, and I think this is an overreaction.
You're gonna think I'm lying, but I bought puts yesterday. I promise.
You did? Wow, good man.
Yeah,
good on you.
I bought.
Anyway, I think this is an overreaction, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm about to sell the puts though. They did wonderful today. I bought them for 2 weeks out.
Supply chain issues are real because I ordered a computer from Dell. And normally I've ordered through the years from Dell. I usually get it like the next day. March 4th is the expected delivery date. So I think they're real, these supply chain problems. Whether it's computers or cars or whatever, the supply chain is still
Supply chain issues are important if it's going to affect demand. Where people say, all right, well then screw it. Instead of buying the Ford, I'll buy the GM. But in this case here, it's still a captive market. So it's just a question.
GM has the same supply chain issues.
That's precisely my point. So, if you say, oh, I'm not going to buy the F-150, I'll buy the Hummer instead, it's not going to work because it's not going to be available either.
No.
So you either downgrade the whole sector or, you take a little more of a long-term view on this.
I don't know what to say on this. I would say it's more of a buy than a sell at this point with the sell-off, and I would put the strong support area at 1650.
Right. Yeah.
And What are
I'm
you
not
looking for on your
buying.
put?
I'm not buying this until the 200 day. So yeah, around where you said. I just think that I could see the 100 day becoming resistance. I don't like it yet. I need to wait.
Understood. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, right around here, 1642.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the 200 soon.
That'll be my next average down.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, long term, I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with being long Ford.
You want to take a look at one more, Jim?
Albo. We want to look at Albo.
Albo eventually.
Albo. Okay. Are you ready? Typed in GM, which is also
We can
down.
do GM. We can do GM. Yeah, no problem. Oh
Also
wow.
down.
Same thing. Yeah. Well, it's not. It's a little more subtle.
Now I sold it up here, so
Did you?
re-entering on GM. Yeah, I actually had good timing on my sale on GM. I also bought it very cheap. I doubled on GM.
Really? Wow. Nice.
Yes, really. I do. Look, occasionally I do things correctly.
Yeah, no,
I'm not going to talk about my timing. I'm not going to talk about my timing on XPEV and NEO, but I will talk about my timing on GM.
Oh, around the double bottom, right?
Well, we actually made a low at 49.24. We're bouncing a little off that low and come back down. So it looks like it wants to retest that low. That's how it looks. I'd say a retest. There's general weakness. You see 4 down, GM down. Is Tesla down as well? I think you know this level is going to be retested again, and if it goes through it, we might retest as low as $47. So it doesn't look like I should be in a hurry to buy GM back, but I will buy it back below, like in this area. I think it might retest the lows. If it goes below that level, that's trouble.
Yeah, well, that's when nobody wants cars anymore.
What else do we have for today? The energy sector is very hot.
Albo
first XLE. XLE and then
XLE. Yeah, the oil got more expensive, so
oil is $93 a barrel on West Texas Intermediate.
Yeah.
Well, we predicted 100 a barrel. We predicted that.
That's right. This is the whole reason why.
I said it's going to 100 a barrel when before it was 80.
Yeah, I followed you. I have a small position in USO. It's small though.
All right, so if oil goes to 100, this will go to 75. I think.
Yeah.
XLE pays a dividend, and it's conceivable you could get a spike above 100 to 115, 120. And this thing will do quite well by you and pay you a dividend as well. XLE, I like XLE. All right, let's end with Albo.
Yeah, it's been a while since it's been above 30, but you know, I averaged down and somehow green on it after all this. But
I got it on Albo. Sold most of it at 25. I sold all of my Albo at 25 at 0. And now it's coming back.
Yeah, I think
coming back strong.
So it's in to recap.
Today.
It has a lot of cash.
I hope you didn't I hope you didn't sell too many of your calls, too many of your calls on too many of your shares.
No, I only like with long positions, only 10 to 15%, nothing major. But yeah, I think this company, the reason it's rising, I think, is the revenues are starting to show for Bilve, and they're beating expectations. So I think one of the next earnings calls is really gonna be a good catalyst, and then also they have some additional data coming out for adult indications. This is a pediatric liver play, but they're trying to just take the whole liver space. And I think that data can get Albo, one, back up to near 40. And then two, if that data is good, I think it becomes a really, really good acquisition target, because instead of just buying the pediatric space, you might be just buying a liver full package. So.
Well, it's clear where the resistance is. The resistance is so clear on this one, 31.40.
Yep.
And it just about bounced off of resistance yesterday at 31.27. So it tested the resistance area.
Yeah, I think until we see a red candle that really breaks it down out of this uptrend, it's a good buy. I think the 9-day, it'll just kind of ride that 9-day until it doesn't.
It's the Zoom like channel.
I like it a lot.
We're zooming.
Yeah.
I got to go back in. I'm going to tell you those call options that you wrote. Can I buy them?
Sure. Yeah. You can buy the third. I'll still have most of my shares, but.
All right. You shouldn't have bothered writing any call options on this one. But then again,
no, you gotta lock in gains from time to time.
I sold at 25 and I'm going to be buying at 30. That's not too good, but I think that's what's going to happen here.
I've never ever sold a share of this in my life.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. All right, so that wraps it up, Paul. Paul was asking you about similar liver drug. I don't know if it's similar, but MDGL has not a drug NASH. And Linus, average down, will win the day. Heath bought a Vixel at the triple bottom today at 10.06. That's good. That's good.
Yep.
Bengals are a lock. We got sentiment for the Bengals. All right, so that's it for today, and that's it for the week. And the week could have been a lot worse if not for Apple and Amazon, right?
Exactly.
And it could have been a lot worse than Facebook. And the unknowns, Putin and Omicron and coronavirus. What other unknowns? We know what the
Russia
is, so that's not
Russia.
Yeah, I said that. Adios, amigos. See you on Monday. On Monday is good at Spaces. Tuesday is back on Yahoo. And see you guys. Have a good trading week. As always, do your own due diligence. Our opinions strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. Adios, amigos.
Have a good weekend.
Subscribe.